Hey guys, this is your February forecast. Do watch your sun, your moon and your rising for your complete forecast. So we're going to start with Aries. Aries, all month you are dealing with the people around you, the people that help you climb the ladder, your groups, your associations, friends. And this is going to help you with your ambition, your public self. This is going to help you and be more advantageous for you. It is going to create a situation where you're seeing things better, you're seeing solutions, you're about to go past what you used to do to be able to move yourself forward, and you're going to realize that by doing this you're going to be making your life in general, especially your career, a lot easier for you with less limitations. So in your career, study and finance, we do have the Magician card saying you have what you need. It's all laid out in front of you for this fresh start, for this new journey, for what it is that you're doing to move forward with that goal. So again, getting out there, getting on social media, using your friends, joining the groups, and using that to help you put your face out there, to help you gain in your career as well. When it comes to your home, you do have the Four of Swords. Now this is about a hiatus. This is about taking time out to think about what your future looks like. It is about the people in your home, your roots, your home, your heritage, even cultural things that you've been brought up with. Maybe that is where you have a psychological shift to be able to help you in your career. This is also about, if there's any issues at home in regards to your family or flatmates, the home itself, that you need to stop and think, what are your options, what are your solutions, and how you're going to get there. In your health, you do have the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is saying you're going to try something different this month. Now, if you're around all these groups you might be getting dressed up to go to functions, you might have a new avatar on your social media, you might be, getting dressed up so that you can go out and socialize, but with that is going to not only make you feel better and make you look better, but it's going to give the confidence to make some changes. You are going to change something about your health this month, or look into that for this month, for you to be able to feel better as the year goes on. When it comes to your love, you have the Hermit card, Major Arcana card, and this is about you looking at the past. What are the limitations that you've put on your love life? Where have you stuck to a certain schedule or certain routine, certain habits when it comes to love in your life? Does there need to be any change there? Because things from the past will come back up, especially your public life or how people see you. So that, could come into recall in love situations, maybe if you date someone for the status, or if you've been publicly going out with someone and something this month changes that, your perceptive changes, what you used to want, what you want now. We're looking at the details. Now, for some of you, this is getting online and searching up the partner that you have. If you are in a long-established relationship, then this is about looking forward. What are we going to do next? What's next on our journey? And you're doing virtue messages from the angels. We do have Teresa, and she's also doing the same as at home. She's saying if you're overstressed, overtight, I know that you need to do better in your health and in your work and in your social status, but this month it's about taking it easy and enjoying life as it is. And Vanessa says any big decisions that you need to make, use those people around you and the help available to you. Don't let your ego get in the way of things that can actually help you, rather than you pushing things away because you don't like help. So now we're going to go on to Taurus. Taurus, all month you are looking at your career, your ambition, how people see you, being a public figure, on social media and things like that. It's about the status that you want to gain, and it's also about getting yourself in touch with your mindset and the way that you think, and also your spiritual and your psychological self will come into play this month, so that you can find better solutions to your money, how you are, what you own, what you owe, your debt, and what you want to borrow of other people. It looks like, I know you've had changes in your career, up and down most of last year, but this month you might be looking at new skills, new trades. You're going to find a way to make things sustainable and valuable to you through this month. Now, in the say career and finance, you have the Three of Wands. This is about, I am on this road. What do I need next to get me on that next level? But Some of it comes from the psychological insecure part of you where you don't think you're good enough, whether you realize it or not. Maybe you get in your own way. Maybe you have self-defeating habits that, come up. Maybe life has been too much. We've had a very difficult 2 years' time where it was just easier to go along this path than this path. But this month you're going to be able to get in touch with that inner self and make those changes there for you. We're also looking at the duality, and this is the contracts, whether at love or be at work, where we are looking at what we are giving and what we're taking, and we're looking for that substantial growth and valuable and value that it is that we are looking for. So it's the next option that you take along your career path and how you're going to build on that. At home, we do have the Two of Swords. Look, there's something going on within the home, whether it be with tenants, family, or within the unit that you call home, friends included. And someone's unsure on what they're going to do next, whether that be you or the other person. There's some information that's come in that has not given all the information, so it's only bits and pieces, and that's made you fear of what's coming next, and you're unable to act on that because you don't have all the details. It is an important time for you not to have a knee-jerk reaction to things, because if you do, you might make a mistake. When it comes to your health, you do have the Page of Pentacles, losing weight, getting fitter, getting stronger, putting money into what you look like, into your health. So this is going to the gym, this is supplements, this is new haircuts, this is new clothes. This is putting money in tangible, practical means into your health to make you feel better. Then in your love life, you do have the Seven of Swords. Look, in your mind, you'll have already decided what's going on in your love life. And it could be past experiences, or it could be the person that you are looking at now, where there has been some mental games being played, where, some people are getting what they want and their cake and eating it too. So this is an important time for you, if you're on and off with someone, to decide, okay, what is it that I'm going to do? What is sustainable? What is valuable? What can I maintain? Because I'm starting this new year off with a new perspective. So Fiona says that now that you've asked the angels for help, the help is there. Follow your gut, follow your intuition, you'll get where you need to be. We do have a yes card. So if this is a decision about moving in, moving out, helping someone, helping out financially or within the home, yes, that's right. And if it's in regards to your money, yes, this is the right thing to do. And if there's two in play, whether you're half sharing or two jobs, or you're switching it from day to night, then that's the way that you need to go. And Patience says you're walking up that step ladder. It's just going to take a little bit of time, but you are definitely on the right path of where you need to be. So okay, now we are moving on to Gemini. Gemini, this is a month for you to go within, to go deep. This is a spiritual month. This is a month where we look at psychological habits, fears and phobias that are affecting us on our everyday life. And it's about having freshness and a new start there. We are going to have fresh eyes. We are going to have clarity and focus. Now, any of the deepest hurts that we've got deep down and below, they will resurface at some stage between now and the middle of March, and how you get through that will be different this time. On the other hand of that will be, this brings up past behaviors and past ways of thinking, which this time you're going to do different. So that's where the change is there for you. There is a new title out of this. So when we come to study, career or finance, we do have the Four of Cups here. You're being offered a solution, or you're being offered some work or some help in some way. But for you, it doesn't feel like it's worth it. It feels like it's more trouble than what it's worth. It's also something to do with a clash of personalities or a clash of ideas here as well. Or maybe you just don't like the person, or maybe you just aren't ready to, move forward yet because of some hurt in the past. But either way, think about things clearly, and also have a look at your psychological self. Is something within that's internal stopping you from moving forward here? In your home, we do have the King of Cups. Look, we are looking for stability here, whether the house is, you own it, you don't own it, you rent it, you don't, you lease it, you live with family, whatever. Somewhere along here, we need to get some stability, and it might not just be the home, it may be the emotional self, the emotional people within the family, or what you call family. If you've come from a family that have got a long history with toxic emotional abuse, or if you are surrounded by people now that don't make you feel good when you're around them, it looks like you are finding ways to block that out and to move forward on your own way, Gemini. And it's also dealing with those, we're walking away from what hurt us before. We're walking away from grievances from before. And not to let your ego or inflated importance stop you from this new title that you've got coming. Queen of Pentacles says that your health is looking good. You've got to put more money into it, though. Don't just rest on your laurels. You have done well. You are going to do well in the future, but you must keep at it. You must keep going. Now, for those of you that are looking towards pregnancy, this is a good month. I want to say 28th of March is a good date for you. When it comes to love, there is someone here, Virgo, Taurus, or a Capricorn, that is giving you an offer of love, of friendship, or asking you out. Take that up on that. Now, if this is someone that you've been seeing or been with them a long time, we're making it official, or there's some sort of declaration put out here this month. This is a Uriel Archangel. There's only 4 of them in the deck. This is an emotional month for you to work through. I've said this 3 times. Psychological things from the past that have been shoved down. You have no chance but to explore it this month, because things are going to make that happen. And for you to be able to get that new fresh start, that clarity and that focus, you're going to have to go along with it. Rosetta says, remember childish things, remember childhood, or if you have children, you might find that this month that they are requiring a little bit more attention than they normally do. So now we are going to go on to Cancer. Cancer, all of this month we are looking at deep and serious questions in our life. So births, deaths, mortgages, stock, entrepreneurial things, super, and anywhere that we rely on funds from others. This month it's going to be all of what you're thinking of and doing, but it looks like you need to take action in an ending here of some sort, and that when the opportunity presents itself after you've learnt this hard lesson, which is going to come up, there is going to be a shift, and you can receive the help from the angels that you require, but you need to stop and listen and go with it. Don't get so upset that you're not lifting things when they need to, and you're spiraling down and you get exhausted and you procrastinate and you don't know what to do to move forward. This is the time to go through this hard lesson to be able to get that. This is also talking about leaving behind things that caused us grief, or the people causing us grief. Is it worth the independence to get away from this toxicity, or is this a time where I need to be more dependent on other people because of some sort of cycle coming to an end, where I am going to have to receive help whether I like it or not? In your study, career, and finance, we have the Queen of Swords. There is a decision coming over your head that will go in your favor. Messages coming soon for that, Cancer. The only issue that I have here is that, yes, you get what you want, but let's be very, very careful. We're not going to put ourselves in another situation. Learn from this hard lesson and remember that. And so next time that anything like this comes up, you're ready for it. At home, we've got pregnancy. We've got the Empress card, Major Arcana card. We've got pregnancy. We're building money for the future. This could be we're buying a house for some of you as well. We are being creative. We are, putting money into the house. The house is busting, so we've got people coming to visit. Now, it also might mean that someone's coming to either getting married or coming to a divorce, and this is the end of a cycle where there's lots of things that need to be separated and split up, but it's going to cause a little bit of angst there. Don't bother fighting over the small things. When it comes to your health, we got the 5 of Pentacles. Now, some of you, this is difficulty with a pregnancy. For others, this is feeling unloved, unhelped, unsupported, you or someone very close to you. This needs the practical, tangible help here, but are we burdening ourselves down needlessly when we can have help from other people? Or is this you looking after the people in your life, and it is a bit of a burden? You keep going on, you keep doing practical, tangible things, you keep supporting, but now it's getting on top of you, and now you are suffering as well. When we look at our love card, we've got the Major Arcana card, the Hierophant card. So a lot of you are getting engaged, moving in together, or declaring a pregnancy, those that have been together for a while. Look, the Hierophant says that we are going through something that can be quite official. So making it official in the public's eyes, getting engaged, saying we're pregnant, getting married, those sorts of things. I feel like this is a Pisces card. I feel like you'll meet this through a social event. I feel like this person is in some sort of hierarchy, leadership position there for you. Drawing virtue messages from the angels, Cancer. So through this month, any hard lessons, you've got to learn for these and put it into your brain a new default on how you're going to deal with things in the future. So yes, definitely we've got babies here for some of you. I don't know, children coming home, having babies, starting our family, starting the conversation. Definitely got changes in the home as well. You've got these two cards came out for, I think, Aries as well. Take time out, look after you. Looking after people is exhausting. You must keep time for yourself as well. And Vanessa says the decision that you need to make is right there in front of you. Have the courage and the discipline to be able to say yes to those changes without the fear of reproach or the fear of rejection. If you've always been the person to say yes, you're so afraid to say no. Now we're moving on to Leo. Leo, you've got legalities hanging over you. You've got contracts leaning over you. And for some of you, this is enemies. This is a time now where we require balance, not only in our home, but in our social networking as well. So you might find that you're cutting off some friendships there. You're definitely breaking bad habits. Well, this is the month that something comes up that says that you must. And if it's not you, then it's your closest partner. This is also about making some serious decisions and using your friends and any associates or any kind of groups available to you to be able to help you in this situation that you are having. Now, in regards to our career, study and finance, we do have the Magician card, same spot for a different sign. Watch your sun, moon and rising. This card says you do have what you need. It's all laid out in front of you. Courage is what is lacking here. It's about our ego and our self-defeating practices. So we have to have the courage to say, I don't need that anymore, I'm cutting that out and I'm just going to move forward. And even if you fall off the wagon or even if you need a backward step, it's totally okay. This is a major arcana card saying major fresh start, we're moving forward. Now you do need to take action with asking other people, with getting online and getting some answers and doing some research. This is going to affect not only your health but in your work as well, or who you're taking care of, because this is about your day. What does my day look like? Well, that's going to change. At home, we do have the Page of Wands, something creative here, something we're looking forward to, something we're working together as a team. We're all inspired about what this new direction is, and we realize that we do have some options. Maybe this is fresh thinking, clear focus after we've let go of these habits, and maybe even relief from making these serious decisions, somber decisions, important decisions for the future. And there's some relief about that now that we've decided yes or no. I mean, of course, there's going to be fear because the unknown is unknown, but it is that relief that I've made a decision and now I'm moving forward. In your health, we've got the Ace of Swords, finding some truths to yourself. Again, habits, fears, phobias, how you think, how you act, what you eat, all those different things. You have to face the truth this month. You have to start a new path. When it comes to your love, we have the Temperance card, another major arcana card, and this is about addictions. This is getting back on the wagon. This is about transitioning from a dependency to without a dependency, and being that this is in your relationship zone, it could be you or your partner. Carrying on with that note, then it's talking about I am different with my partner, or our relationship is different now that this is out of the way. When it comes to relationships away from that, it's about transitioning from one phase of a relationship and transitioning into another, whether this is positive or negative. There is a transition there, and perhaps the bad habit you're breaking is the relationship or the relationship toxicity here. Andriel says now that you've asked for help, it's going to be there. No knee-jerk reactions here. And no also, because I feel like you're going to have this issue that comes up to show you where the highlight is on what you must give up, on what you must change, on what must now be left behind. And you're arguing with it. You don't want to face it. And so, the answer is no to that. No, this is not the time for you to dig deeper. This is the time for you to clear as much as you can and move forward. Shanti said this is the way for you to move forward. A fresh new start, fresh way of thinking, clear new way of thinking as well. So now we are going to go on to Virgo. Virgo, we're looking at your day this month, all of this month. So what does your day entail? Do you go to work? Do you look after people? Do you not have work and you fill your day with your own things? That is going to have some changes here. Now, what you are working on, Virgo, is how you're going to get yourself further in your career, your chosen field. Now, for some of you, that is working with children, entrepreneur, sports, and that arena. Portfolios. So the way that you need to work your ambition right now, you're going to find that you are resting and recouping, that you have already, and you're ready to spring into action, or there's a little while left to go before you can do that, but you are feeling better. When it comes to your career, study, and finance, we're balancing what is most important. Also, there's a decision here. Do I do it now? Do I do it then? Which way do I have to go? This is karmic for you. You've got to make the decision. You've got to stop letting any past have control over you now. We've got to cut that out now, Virgo. We're moving into a brand new year of karma. This is the finale for you. This is where you make very real magic happen for you. This card says, look, there's some tricky situations and you can get through on the fly. You're very, very good with your words, and you're charming as well. This is also about having your mind on certain projects. So as we're looking at our day this month and our health, and what our ambitions are, where we want to go with this, as far and as high as we can go with this, then we are going to have to cut some things out. We are going to make some decisions. And this card here says that there is news coming in now, so we can take advantage of that better for a date coming up in the future. At home, we have the Eight of Swords, Wands here. We're all on the same page here, but let's be very, very careful that we're not arguing needlessly with others over text, over social media, or something that they've seen out there that they're bringing it back, or you're bringing it back. You know, the whole go through people's phones or check people's, social media kind of thing. At worst, if you don't use that, then it's other people pointing the finger at you as a collective, or accusations of some sort towards you, just you or you and the family. This month it says we're all going to go in the same direction. We all know what we want to do. This is the goal for everyone. We all must do our part. This is also about the next stage. As I've said before, you've been going through a recoup. It's time now for you to go for that highest opportunity in your career, and these are the steps that you need to take for that. In your health, we do have the Seven of Pentacles. Again, like I said, we've been on a recoup, a hiatus, looking after our health, biding our time, because we've had to. This one says the hard work's paying off. We're getting stronger. We're getting more physical. You are going to need to put some money in some hard, in a place where you can work really, really hard. When it comes to your love, we've got the Five of Wands. Look, there seems to be some arguing going on here, and petty arguing at that. When we're having a social time, perhaps we don't like someone looking at our partner and we'll go off, or someone said something, we want to bash the person that said that. Steer clear of all of that rubbish, Virgo. It's got nothing to do with you. Stay out of it. Keep most of your focus on what your dreams and your ambitions are, because that's where you need to focus all of this month. It's also about having to make changes as well. So I've made time to meet you, but my car broke down, or I had a flat tire, or I had to work later, so I have to change that date. So there's that hit and miss as well. Be careful for those that have more than one partner in a go. It looks like there may be a fisticuffs between the other two. Bunch of cards came out for you. Trust your psychic self. It's dead on this month. There is talk of younger people, or a baby, or a new, mostly babies, or a new, little one coming into the home of some sort, or talking of having babies. There's a change in the home as well. This is you recuperating. You've got to keep doing that and get yourself stronger as time goes on. Don't, I feel better now, boom. You're just going to hurt yourself again. So just taking those steps. You are in the right place. This is the time for you to recover and now push forward, but just don't do it all in one day. Making the decision that you need that's best for you. You don't need to bring everybody with you, for the sale. You've got to go out and look after yourself, number one. What you can do for other people, do in your own time. But right now, career, ambition, you're the one getting there. Melina says that there may be something that we need to look further in for. And if I'm looking at those cards, for some of you, it's IVF. It's some sort of treatment. It's something, if it's treatment, IVF or not, If it's a treatment that doesn't involve that, it looks like there's at least 3 appointments before we get down to what it is. Danielle's here with the negotiations. I think that's with your career. Which way am I going to go? I get some sort of information now, an opportunity now for a date in the future. And lastly, working towards your dreams and answering your prayers. It is there. You just can't see it. So keep going that way, Virgo, and don't let any of your old mindsets ruin what can come forward for you now. Okay, so now we're going on to Libra. Well, this month you are looking at the 5th house. This is dating, this is fun, this is sex, this is children, some nod to siblings and entrepreneurial things as well. Now, Mars wants you to expand on that area, and you are revisiting the idea of more in the home. So for some of you, this is making the decision to start a family or to have more family or even have family coming to live. For others, this is about your goals in life, entrepreneurial, any kind of entrepreneurial. So this is entrepreneurial, this is projects, profiles, sports, and projects. Okay, so study, career, and finance, Libra. Look, we're all moving forward. If this is about a separation of any type where there's movement on this towards the split, towards the evening, ruling will not be long. Directly for those sorts of people. For others, this is saying, look, I'm moving on to the next level now. I've got some word from the other side. Now I can take that action and I can really push it through for the results that I want. When it comes to your home, we're undecided. So like if we're found out we're pregnant, we're undecided. If someone says we want to have a baby, we're undecided. We're undecided about what person is within the family home, someone coming and going, shifting, whatever. There's a decision there, yes or no, what one do I go? It's hard to make that decision though, because things have come in quite quickly and you have to answer quickly. So you don't panic. Give yourself 24, 48 hours before you make this decision. When it comes to your health, just got this card in the last sign as well, Virgo. So do watch Sun, Moon, and Rising, Libra. This card says the same thing. I have been looking after my health. I must rest and recoup and re-establish my health before I can move on, and it's going to take a little bit of time. Now, you've already done that in the middle of it or just doing that now. Now, this is going to, in all areas of your reading, this is going to give you great results. It's going to shift your focus and your purpose. It's going to help you with any kind of restrictions and limitations that you have on your life at the moment, because you're going to have these people around you that are going to help you. It also lifts your spirits. So this card is saying put some more money into your health, be patient with that, and you will get those practical, tangible results that you want. In your love, we do have the Knight of Pentacles. Now this is with a Virgo, Taurus, or a Capricorn. This person is divinely sent to you. So if you're single, this person could be working in the army, or someone that works in any form of defense or political, someone that travels for a living. This person comes across from a different culture or a different land from you, and this is outside the criteria of someone that you would normally date, but this person is being divinely given to you. Now for others, this is about practical, tangible ways of keeping your romance alive with the other in your life. Now for some of you, this is because we're parted at the moment due to whatever circumstance. One works away, different cultures, live in different houses, whatever. And so we're working other ways to keep ourselves in love, keep it communication open. Okay, Danielle's The Art of Negotiation in Love and in Marriages here to help you this month. You do have a win here. So like I said, if this is about expanding, so Mars wants you to look at your ninth house of spiritual, psychological reasoning and ending cycles. It's also about expanding your reach, so how many people can see you, how far that you can reach. And it's about expanding on my own entrepreneurial, expanding on my family, expanding on what it is that I'm focused on. Now, for some of you, there will be an issue from home or the family that may come up here. Now, if this is in the psychological sense, whatever that is, it's really going to help you now to work through that. Omega is a win against company, and Rochelle says, look, this is the time for you to make those changes so that you can benefit the most. It's hard to say goodbye to things that we've been doing for many, many years that we thought were helping us when really they're just keeping us stagnant. So it's time now for you to make those shifts so that your ambitions can be fulfilled. And you will have less restrictions as we go. So Scorpio, It's time to have the courage to fight your fears. It's time to have the courage to move on from what grieved you previously. It's the time for you to commit to easier ways of life instead of making life so hard for yourself because you're stuck in a rut, depression, just had a bad run of things for a while. This change of planets that are coming in, we're having big changes from about the 13th of March all the way through till October. There's different things moving, so big changes for you. But for right now, Scorpio, we're looking at your home, your roots, your heritage, and the people around that. So, if there's any issues there where we've bitten our tongue and not spoken up, this is the time to have courage. When it comes to your work, study, and finance, this is talking to the accountant, talking to the boss, talking to someone that can help us with our finances to make it spread more. This is looking at loans. This is looking at super or where we can invest our money. This card is saying that we might have to spend some money on some psychology or spend some money on an audit or tax, or we're spending money on someone who deals with figures. And this might be overtime for some of you. This might be changing the way we work, daytime to nighttime, part-time to full-time. When it comes to our home, we do have the King of Swords. Look, anyone that's got issues with their neighbours this month, don't get into the quarrel. Go straight to the manager. They'll sort it. Stay out of it. As far as your home, roots, heritage, people that live in your home is concerned, we are going to have 2 bits of messages here before we can make our final decision. There is, it's been on our mind for a while, it's been on someone's mind for a while, and this is where those actions are going to be taken to get what it is that you need. In our health, look, we're going back to a time in our health where we may have had a mind issue or a communication issue, whether it's glasses, dyslexia, depression, anxiety, stress, blurriness, anything to do with communication. We're looking back at a time where we've had this before. Maybe it has become inflamed, or maybe it's recurring, but it's doing so that you can get the top of it. This card is also saying we might need to look at what our day has to do with our health and where we can make some changes there, because it's limiting our health, the things around us. Now, when it comes to your love, we do have the 7 of Wands. Be careful not to get into a heated argument with a loved one in your life, because this person is challenging and willful and having a difficult time of their own and taking it out on you or you on them. This is you as a couple facing defiance from others or between you and your other. Those of you that are single, be very careful about coming across a Leo, an Aries, or a Sagittarius who is quite authoritative. This is not just a once-off. This person's going to be like this all the time, and it's not someone that you want in your life. Okay, you're drawing virtue messages from the angels. So as we move away from any kind of grievance from our childhood, any kind of mindset that came from any grievances or losses that we've had in the past, this is a time for you to move on from that, to lose the limitations. We've got a yes here, so that's very good. In those situations, it's time now. End of the cycle as well, reminding us and enforcing the same words. This is time for us to move on, removing those limitations. Grace and Antoinette says, listen to the other side of the story. I think that there might be some miscommunication this month, and we don't want any complications to arise just because someone got the wrong end of the stick. And Fiona is the angel saying, I've heard you, I'm working with you, watch out for the signs and the symbolism and synchronicity around you, so that you can see that change is coming and it is on your side. But just be patient for that. Now we're moving on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, okay, so we are looking at our mindset, we're looking at how we promote ourselves, we're looking at how we speak, communicate, and negotiate with others. Now, what we need to take action is we need to be fair, we need to be balanced, we need to get things in writing. And if there's anything to do with an enemy, you've just got to rise above it, don't get involved, because this could end up in some sort of, if there's any kind of legality around this, you're most likely not going to win on this, so you've just got to stay away from it. It's not worth it, it's not even worth starting it. We're also looking at what we own, what we owe, the debt in our life, what we earn, owe, and what is valuable in your life as well. And we are thinking ahead. We are communicating ahead at what we want to achieve. In your study, career, and finance, we, with our boss, we, with whoever it is that we work with, have come to an agreement, which is great for both of us. It's got karma on here, and it's got a solution on here as well. So getting these messages come into our life throughout of this month, driving us to get things signed, driving us to get commitment to this. Now, if there's any unexpected shifts here, whether it be at work, home, health, or love, this unexpected shift could be I have to pay money for something, whether it be my home or my love. But there's an unexpected shift, unexpected expense here. When it comes, and so again, with this one here for your work, study, and finance, it's about, there's a duality here. You might be joining a team, you might be securing another contract, you might be agreeing to and signing a contract to do with how you would pay things, or anything to do with my salary. When it comes to home, we've got the Judgment card. This is a major arcana card, something to celebrate. Someone here has won something. Someone here has overcome something. And as a family, we're very, very much excited and on board. This is about having relief about hard work that we've had done from change. That transition has led to this win. With our health, we've got gangbusters moving forward. Any inflammation that we've had, which has slowed, our mobility is now going to dissipate over the next 4 weeks. Don't know if it's got anything to do with weather or temperature, but it looks like we're going to get the all clear. It looks like some sort of small, very small procedure gets us back where it is that we need to go. For others, this is about movement, moving fast. So get on something, whether it be, a machine, or you running, or you walking, whatever it is. Get on something with a bit of speed this month. It will give you more energy and remove any mental issues to provide mental clarity. When it comes to your love, you've met a winner. Now, this is a Sagittarius, Leo, or an Aries. This person's a little bit more in the public than you would think. Again, if this is with your relationships, making sure that we don't have any messages that go missing, or we read things wrong. We don't want any immediate reactions. But this month, with your love life, you're meeting someone publicly. So if this is singles, meeting someone through, social media, and then, being out and about with this person. If it's someone you've seen for a while, we're making it official. For some of you, a small select few of you, you don't like being in the limelight, but the person that you are with is a bit of a limelight, and now you're going to have to just go with it because it's the person you're going to stay with. Drawing virtue messages from the angel, Sagittarius. So we've got lots of communication going on here, lots of negotiation going on here, which is no surprise because you are in the third house all of this month, which is about promoting yourself. It's about winning. It's about your local community. It's mindset, it's focus, it's clarity, it's talking, it's communicating. And we've got a lot of that. Protecting our home, protecting our family, and your desired outcome will happen in the very near future. You can't force it to happen. It can't go any quicker than it happens. Otherwise, there's going to be problems arise that you're going to need to find solutions for, which you don't want. So you might as well let it work out the way that it's meant to. So now we're going to go on to Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn, we're looking at what we own, what we earn, what we owe, and our value system. It's about being self-reliant versus being dependent. It's our salary. It's what is most valuable to me, to us. Now, this is also the place of insecurities. This is where any of our self-defeating habits, our ego, any psychological issues that we're aware or not aware of that are deep below the surface, Capricorn, they're coming to fruition. They're coming up to be resolved and to move on now. And it's going to give you new stability. It's going to help you to remain focused and have clarity. And also, because of this shift, you find that you're learning more, you're doing more, new skills, new abilities for this newness that you're going into. So with your Page of Swords, we're returning to something that we love, that gets us excited mentally, or we're starting something new. Now this is study, career, or finance, but these are swords, so this is about using our mind. So this could be study. This is about finding truth. This is clarity. This is change. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 birds on this, so this is a bit of a back and forth. If this is a group situation, group chat kind of thing going on, but this is great. Jupiter's there, great timing, new outlook, new fresh eyes on this, new solutions, feeling really good about this, and stability in this area, which may have been up and down. And again, we're transforming with our new skills and our new abilities. At home, we have the Four of Pentacles. Our mind is on our home or family member at this time throughout the month of February. We've got to make sure that, yes, we are going to be this dutiful family person, but we also have to worry about our own future and what our ambitions are, and make sure that we've got that balance there. This is also that the stability around the home is going to be better, and there might also be a small expense that we need to, as a group, or if you live on your own, we need to come up with the money for. When it comes to our health, we do have the Nine of Swords. Don't lay awake with insomnia. Get out, walk around, then go back to bed. This is insomnia, this is headaches, this is migraines, this is tingles, this is, unable to sleep, covering our face, and we've got worry over our mind. This is a decline in health. It could be mental as well. So this is the importance of sleep, the importance of exercise, the importance of stability in your mood. And it's also about that transformation, remember I said, of being less dependent on others and more independent. And about any insecurities that you have to let them down, let them go, because your life is turning now with lots of benefic opportunities and solutions to help you here. We don't want you so focused on other things that you miss your appointment where you're going to gain something. So just making sure you do that. In love, we have the Ten of Cups. After a rocky time in love, things are going to get a lot smoother for you. Adoring Virtue messages from the angels, Capricorn, is... So again, these cards I got out for another one. So watch your sun, moon, and rising. Daniel is the card of negotiations and partnerships, work or love. This is about, I've made an agreement, we've made a commitment, and we're signing the documents, and I'm about to start. Whether this be paying something, working, study, or in a relationship. Those are the terms and conditions. This is about making a decision for yourself that benefits you specifically and prosperity for you. So you've just got to say yes. You've just got to push forward because this is right for you. And Melina says, look, I want you to look into the finer details on another subject. This is something that is an idea you've had from something from the past, and before you go full head forward, we want to do some research. We want to look at all the things behind the scenes, or get everything that we can possibly get together and collate it, and then we can make a decision to move forward. Okay, now we are going on to Aquarius. Now Aquarius, of course, this is your birthday month. So what does that mean? That means that you start your journey on your birthday and you have a whole year to get to the end. And when you get to the end, you start off cars full, lots of food, everything's fresh, everything's wonderful, lots of petrol, lots of oil, everything's wonderful, cars clean. And then when you come close to your birthday, you're running out of petrol, you're running out of water, the tyres need changing, there's really not much food left, and you're exhausted because it's the end of your cycle before you start the new one. That's life in general. So what we're going to do now is we are in this month, we're focused all on the one. So we're going to have some different, for me, I've got special glasses to help with the brain tumor and the epilepsy. This is supposed to help in some way, so let's see if it does. So what this looks like is going to have a change this month for you in any way that is. In your title, at work or love, the way that you look, the way that you speak, those kinds of things as well. Now, if you're going to start anything entrepreneurial this month, you'll find that you might just have enough that you can walk away from the other way of funding to go forward into this. If you're just starting this, put some energy and time into it, but make sure that you're not burning the candle at both ends. Study, career, and finance, we've got a victory. So what you put out there, Aquarius, is really going to be loved by the public. This is about getting a win. This is a promotion. This is getting the job. This is a bonus. This is star reviews. This is great reviews. This is something very publical for you. When it comes to your home, we've got the King of Wands. Look, someone in the house is saying one thing and then saying another, and they're contradicting themselves. Could have a bit of a blowout, Aquarius, and then the next minute they seem to be totally fine. What's going on there? Don't know. This is a fire sign, sun, moon, or rising, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. This is a younger guy, so he looks like he's less than 40. It's the people around him that's doing this. Now, if it's not a male in your house, then this is someone who's quite authoritative around you. Now, this card says there may be some risks that you're taking for a greater glory in the end there, and it's a good time for you to do that. If you can put some time and energy into something now, with your free time, it's going to gain you so much more in the future. No more looking back. What grieved you before must be left behind as we're moving forward. Now, your birthday this year starts a little bit later than it normally would, and that's great really because of the blessings that come with it. And from about March the 14th on through till about October, big changes happening. So again, with this family situation, again, you've got someone in the family or the neighborhood. So if you live on your own, it could be next door neighbor's land or whatever. Someone here is a bit of a daredevil, being a little bit annoying. And you just to reflect on how this deals with you. Again, we're not doing anything that we used to do in the past. When it comes to your health, you've got to stop struggling with your limitations. Admit, change your life. Work with those limitations to the best of your ability and move forward. Now, if there's any kind of fear involved here, now this is a major arcana card. And it's about struggling. It's about being left to worry. It's all the blood is rushing to his head and he's tired, and the more he struggles, the worse it gets. Major arcana card. So this is talking about our health. We need to review this from all different angles. If this is, health-wise, there'll be lots of blood tests, lots of scans getting this done. And there may be something that has been really bad installed and then they come bad again, or there's been a lull, whatever. There could even be a large gap in between, but it's coming up again. So stop struggling, admit your limitations to yourself. We don't want to hear we've got sicknesses and all those things, but you know what? You're going to have to make changes in your life. If this is something that's just popped up, you're worrying yourself so much about these results that you're actually making yourself more sick right now. So results are coming. You will get the information that you need, and being that this is a major arcana card, it's a major change in your life. With our love, we do have the World card, major arcana card, meeting someone very karmic for you. Now, if you're single, when I want to give a date, I want to say March 28th, and then I want to say May the 7th or 8th again after that. Why those dates are important, don't know. Now, this is a major arcana card. So we've got Leo, we've got Taurus, we've got Aquarius, and we've got a Virgo roundabout sitting here amongst this. It's fortuitous, this meeting. Could be through friends, it could be through, work colleagues, someone with his money involved. If you are already with someone, then this is the culmination of our love coming to a natural conclusion next phase. Those of you that are single and not looking, this is about, again, like I said, no more looking back. If you're looking back, you're only looking back to see how far I've come from this time of last year. No more looking back into grievances or letting them affect any future choices, because it's just annoying. Okay, so Sonia, your loved one from the past, over on the other side, is letting you know that new love or reignited love is coming, and that part of your life that you've been living is now finished. No more looking back, moving forward. A much more easier life coming for you in the future, Aquarius. You just have to let things go. And I know that it's scary, but you have to have the courage. You have to face your fears, and you need to let those go now, because you are moving forward. And where you're most should be putting your focus is any projects or entrepreneurial things, giving it a go, changing things up and starting something new for yourself, which you really enjoy. Now we're going to go on to Pisces. Pisces, you are at the end of some cycles. You're going to find some secrets come out that really change the direction of your future when it comes to a female in your life or a partner in your life. And this information, you really needed this information last year, perhaps 8 months ago, but you didn't have it then. You get it now. Teresa says you've got to watch your health. Make sure that your own mental state's not affecting your physical state, that your limitations you create for yourself through fears, habits, phobias, or self-neglect don't stop you from getting healthy or making yourself more sick. You've got to move to do this, and don't let the mind affect that. Change in home and residence. So, updating the home, moving the home, people coming in, people moving out. Something in the home is definitely going to have a shift. Or maybe because we've let these things go, Home feels a lot easier for you. If you've had some issues that affect you and your family, they won't affect you and the family anymore. This is a really good month for you psychically, Pisces. You should follow all of your instincts and gut, except for people that are in a bit of a delusion right now. If you have people around you that are telling you one thing and that's where you've been, focusing on, you need some time away from everyone, even if it's 24 hours, 48 hours, and just let your own mind wander. Pisces, you're the kind of psychic that if you just let your mind wander, the answers will come to you. So let that happen this month. Now, when it comes to your study, career, and finance, where you need to take action is your family, your roots, your home, your heritage. So maybe you're getting some funds or help from your family and tangible, practical means to be able to have this new, fresh start. There's solutions here for you to have a better life, rather than suffering through life. If this is about selling a home to make some money, if this is about breaking cycles in the roots of the family, we're going to be doing that. But the way you're going to get help is the groups and the people around you. So social climbing, putting your name out there, being ambitious, getting out on social media and taking advice from other people, even, funding, collecting, GoFundMe or something might come into play this month, whether you're doing it for someone else or you're doing it for yourself. 7 of Wands here in your career, study, and finance. Pisces is saying that you might be wanting to propose something and getting a bit of a pushback here. This is about wanting to get something signed and sealed and delivered, and look, they're just not getting back to you. Maybe they're lazy, maybe they've left and the new person hasn't been given your file. If this is you and your contract at work, maybe your boss is just ignoring you or avoiding you. Anywhere where it's got to do with your finances, you're wanting to get things settled, but outside of your control, things are happening. Lastly, this is about spending money to make money. If things are tight, you have to realize that the limitations that you have on your life are creating suffering. So there are solutions there, and the complications that are there as well in communication. What can help you now, whether you like it or not, is help from others, which is going to give you a much broader aspect on what you can deliver, what you can achieve, what you can include in your life. But you need to let that start now and let those solutions help you. At home, we've got the Fool card. Now, for some of you, brand new, out the door on your way, wings are flying, going. Others, this is overseas, going, done. The Fool card is about starting a journey on my merry way with my head in the clouds. I've got direction, I've got mindset, I've got fresh energy, and I know where I'm going to go. And this is where I start. And I have all that I need to start with my journey. So that is for you. The only problem that we have here is he's looking up this close to the edge, and he hasn't actually looked down, grounded himself, and could fall right off with this excited thinking and, fall before he started. When it comes to family itself, it looks like we've got a new upbeat feeling within the family home, and things feel like we're all working towards the same kind of goals for each other in life. When it comes to your health, we've got the Knight of Swords. We're so focused on finding a solution. We've got communication issues. We've got complications in our head because this is a sword. So we're talking about pain. We're talking about thoughts. We're talking about, anything to do with this area as well. So we're running to find solutions and answers. We have this pain in our head, seizures, migraines, pins and needles, anxiety, depression, anything that way. But whatever the health is, we're rushing to find a solution. We can make ourselves quite sick, becoming obsessed about it. And yes, we do want answers, but it's going to take a little bit of time. Research is great, but don't spend 4 days doing it and making yourself feel sicker than you are. This is also about slowing down because it is a process. So yes, you may be right, we're getting it here and we can book that one for next, but then there has to be a gap between the next because it only can work that way. There's nothing that can change time. Time is needed here to get that resolution. Now there's 5 birds here. So this is 5 goes, whether this is 5 appointments, 5 treatments, 5 people around us looking after us. Okay, in our love, we do have the 3 of Swords. Look, there looks to be, if we are living with someone, we've separated and we're starting off fresh. and can be because this person broke your heart or there was another person involved. All right, Three of Swords. When it comes to your love reading, Pisces, look, we're at the end of cycles this month, and so that is about psychological, it's your ego, self-defecting, problems that we do for ourselves, and it's about not doing those anymore. So we've got to trigger a different response, and all of this month, this is what we've got to be looking for, and information will come out which will reinforce our new, fresh ideas. Some of that is to do with love, so we're saying goodbye to that hurt from the past and welcoming in the lucky abundance from the universe when it brings in someone new. Those of you in a relationship, you're very hurt this month. Maybe they've said harsh words, maybe you've had an argument, whatever. For others, this is about having a third person in the relationship. Now, this could be another lover, or this could be a family or friend member that's causing a situation between you, causing difficulties between the couple. And last and least, this is about missing someone who's passed. It could be their anniversary. It could be that you've met someone new and it makes you sad about the past. So be kind to you and those you love. And from Jedi Sage Jack, may the force be with you.